Hi, my name's Leo and I'm a boat builder and a sailor, and I'm on a mission to sail this boat, Tally-Ho, back from the Pacific Ocean to the UK to sail once again in the Fastnet race 100 years after she won it in 1927. Now in this video we're going to be visiting a crazy project called Sail Cargo. Now this was a group of people building a massive traditional timber cargo ship in the jungle in Costa Rica, and they were uploading videos to YouTube showing what they were doing, but they went completely dark a couple of years ago and no one knows what's happened, no one knows what the state of the project is now. We're passing relatively close to it, so I can't resist the temptation to take a detour, stop in and see what is actually going on. Before that, however, we've got to actually get there, and we ended the last video stuck in a marina in northern Costa Rica after the catastrophic failure of one of our electric motors. Now until we can get a replacement motor, we're looking for a shorter belt, so we can just run off one motor rather than both of them. However, that belt is very difficult to find, and having failed in all other avenues, I called in some favors from a friend in California who has some very good connections, and he amazingly was able to find the belt on a public holiday, and finding no shipping options, he even convinced his son to hop on a plane and bring it down to us.
Wow, is that Jake arrived from his international flight?
Oh my god, is this Jake?
It is.
The belt mule?
I brought the belts.
So nice to meet you.
Ta-da!
Buddy, belts.
That's how you do it, gang.
Alright, Jake, what do we got here?
It's gonna be like my underwear.
Well, you ready for your underwear to be shown to the world?
Let's see if I remember this.
Show us what you're working with.
A couple of these guys.
Wow, look at that.
Belts.
Some of these guys.
Oh, what is that? Maybe that is. Let me get the regular one.
Phew. Yeah, that's right. Wow. It really looked like it was smaller, didn't it?
It's got that new belt smell.
Okay, so we have belts. Our friends in California really came through and went above and beyond to get us these belts on a holiday and get them down to us here so quickly, which is amazing. I'm really grateful and impressed that they were able to do that. So thank you, John and Jake. They bought us two of the belt that we think we need, so we have a spare. And also one of the size slightly smaller and one slightly larger in case we didn't get our measurement quite right. So we now it's obvious that we should have belts like this on the boat so we can run the system on just one motor. I can't believe we didn't think of that before, but we didn't. But obviously now we'll make sure to have a couple of these at any time in case this happens again. And we don't even know right now if this is actually definitely going to work or not. We're told it should do, running the system on one motor, but we won't know for sure until we try. So we're going to get one of these belts on and test it. To do that, it has to go around the prop shaft, so we have to unbolt something in the prop shaft kind of drive line to get this in. I think we'll just take the thrust bearing out, and then hopefully we'll be able to charge our batteries again and then get underway and get out of this marina. Phew. This Allen key socket is a bit too long. It's doable, but it makes it really awkward to get these in and out, and as we may have to do this several times, I'm going to get Paddy to cut it a little bit shorter while I work on the next bit. This is a Aquadrive kind of CV joint thrust bearing, so that the pressure of the prop shaft when it's spinning is not going directly on the engine and the mounts, it's all going through this bracket directly to these hardwood timbers. So that's what we're taking off here to make a gap that we can get the belt through. And then I also have to take off this part. This is the shaft clutch, so I'll just rotate the shaft to the right position. So there's an actuation lever up here, and so this engages the gearbox to the prop shaft, and then when it's disengaged like this, that's when we can spin the engine and the gearbox and spin the electric motors without spinning the prop shaft. There we go.
Nice. Wow. Get that tensioner all the way out.
Turn this on.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Why did it have a volt? Why did it have a boost and then...
I don't know. So when I put in gear, it initially... Okay, on the motor itself. I swapped over the 12-pin connector. Ready?
I'm ready.
Too many moments of truth, Daddy said, and he's quite right. Ah,
That's nice. Nice. Yes.
we can charge!
Oh my god.
So the first time we fired this up with a new belt, it wasn't charging, but I was on the phone with the guys that designed this system, and after a little bit of trial and error, we swapped some cables around, including swapping around the main power cables from the master across to the secondary. We basically made this motor into the master. Anyway, long story short, it's working now, and we're able to charge batteries at half the capacity we normally can, but still, we can still get almost 100 amps at 48 volts, so that's a really good charge still. So we're going to be getting our replacement motor sent to one of our next ports, but for now, I've just got to reconnect the aqua drive and the shaft clutch actuator, and then we are going to be ready to leave. think, Jake?
It's pretty nice out. It's beautiful, beautiful sunset.
Uh-huh.
I think you should do a sequence where Jake's just looking out in the distance, and then you narrate his thoughts.
Well, actually, maybe you could narrate, Paddy.
Right.
Go ahead, nice and loud.
Ah, the sea, water flowing as our consciousness and our minds and hearts collide like water droplets. Millions of us on this little blue planet spinning.
That was pretty much exact.
That was it? Did I nail it?
Wow. I didn't know you had such deep thoughts.
Jake.
Somewhat of a philosopher, so.
We're trying to go that way?
Yeah. Sit rep is we're trying to go that way, but we're going that way.
Something is off.
Sailing.
Sailing.
Well, it's
We
sunset.
got 5 sails up.
We got a lot of sails up. We're going not very fast in the wrong direction.
You guys want pasta salad for dinner? Oh man, what a shot, huh?
Okay, so we've arrived at the location where the ship is being built. We've anchored tally-ho at the mouth of this estuary. We've got to drive our little dinghy quite far up because it's very shallow. And there are apparently quite a lot of crocodiles here, so we're keeping an eye out. But I did manage to get in touch with someone from the project on our way down here. It was kind of tricky, but eventually got through to somebody. So they're expecting us, and that is really good news. Hopefully that's a good sign. So just get around the corner and we should be there.
So pretty.
That must be it. It must be where the boat is, under that big tent.
That's gotta be. Are those eyes in the water?
Yeah.
Hey guys. Oh. Yeah.
Hi, Lynx.
My home.
How's it going?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Hello.
Pleasure.
Hi, Marit.
Thanks.
Nice to
Jake.
Jake.
Hey, Patrick.
That's a ballast keel. I-beam ballast keel. There's 33 tons of lead ballast that's going to be put into that.
Okay, you're going to stack it up in the I-beam.
Yep.
So we're at the Sail Cargo shipyard, and this is Lynx, who is one of the founders of this organization. What is Sail Cargo? I mean, how does it all work, and what's the aim of the project?
Right. Well, the aim is cargo sailing, right? But also building a cargo ship by sustainable means,
Yeah.
right? Out of wood, of course, but the whole tree planting program, every tree we cut, we've planted over 20, and
Wow.
regenerating the prime material, starting with that, treating the land well, treating the environment well, and the people, right? Very idealistic, of course,
Sure.
but that's what encourages people like me to continue with this project. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's very inspiring. What sort of size of teams have been working here when production was going full steam ahead? How many people were working here?
Yeah, we could have up to 25 people working directly on the ship.
Yeah,
in the
wow.
yard. Yep, in the yard and the ship. We had a support team. We have the carpenters in the ship. We
Yeah.
have the sawyers.
Yeah.
We had an office team. We had cooks cooking meals every day.
Yeah.
Even cleaning
Yeah.
crew, and a gardener.
Yeah, wow. This is mind-blowing, dude.
This is the weather deck.
This is wild.
Chainsaws and
Like many people, I kind of first found out about this project and the extent of it through the YouTube videos that you guys were doing a few years ago, which were great. And also, like many people, I wondered what happened when they stopped coming out. And there's definitely been a little bit of conjecture about what might have been going on. So can you tell us what's happened over the last couple of years?
basically, we had to stop social media because funding had ceased for the project about 2 years ago when we purchased the ship Vega in Holland, and we weren't able to get insurance for it to ship cargo. So we had to put everything on hold until we resolved those problems.
Right.
Those problems have been resolved, but we haven't had a media team, and we haven't had anything really to show.
Yeah.
Like the project's on pause.
Okay, I'm just going to jump in very briefly to clarify what Lynx just said. A couple of years ago, Sail Cargo purchased another sailing vessel that's already operational, and they plan to use this new vessel called Vega to start shipping cargo around the world while continuing to build the original vessel, Seba, here in Costa Rica. The problem started when, having bought the new vessel and invested some money in new spars for it, they realized that they actually couldn't get it insured for the work they wanted to do. This coincided with a change of leadership. The original CEO of Sail Cargo left, and she was the driving force behind the fundraising and marketing. Without that, and without the income that they'd been hoping to get from their new ship, they fell into a bit of a difficult situation, and that was when the decision was made to pause everything. Now obviously not much work has been done on the ship itself over the last couple of years, and it was more or less just Lynx living on site when we visited, but things do seem to be really looking up. They've got a new board of directors. I believe they've secured a new funding package. They've got a new business plan, and they're hoping to start ramping up work again as soon as possible.
Things are looking good. We're starting a new funding campaign this year. There's also a crowdfunding campaign that we'll be doing for the wood shop that burned down in February. A slight setback.
Yeah.
There was a loss, but wasn't that big in comparison to what could have burned down.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
But we're still here and looking forward to the new year. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that after everything being on hold for a while, it does seem like things are kind of looking up again, and you're getting funding together again. So what can we expect to see? Is there going to be work happening on the boat again soon?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
When we get the funding in
Yeah.
place, there's a new funding strategy, a new business plan. We have
Okay.
to revamp everything
Yeah.
to match current global affairs. The next step is at the outer planking. All the
Yeah.
wood's on site, all the wood's sourced. We need to replace a few tools
Yeah.
and get the crew back. And then, yes, the plan is to keep going. We're still here, still standing.
Cool.
Yeah, looking forward to getting this boat in the water.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That's going to be quite a day. Talking of which, how on earth are you going to launch this thing?
Well, a couple options.
Uh-huh.
Either a slipway or those big inflatable sausages.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
We need to hire some engineers though.
Yeah. Right.
So a project like this, you can't just like wing it, right?
Yeah.
So,
Totally.
so the engineers are
Yeah.
going to tell us what's doable, and then we decide what's viable.
Amazing. I'd be skeptical if it wasn't for the fact that you guys have managed to build this already.
Yeah, no, I mean, humans have done this type of thing before.
Yeah.
It's not the first time.
Yeah.
The technology's there, the ancient technology.
Yeah. Well, it's so cool to see people using it, doing stuff in that like that.
Absolutely.
This is the pull-up bar. Oh boy.
And so, do you think there'll be more YouTube videos coming out? Will people be able to follow along the progress at all?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Definitely. Yes.
Fantastic.
When the time comes.
Yeah.
Just got to be patient, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It takes time. Okay. And what about the fundraising? If people are interested in supporting the project now, how can they do that?
Yep, absolutely. Well, start with the website.
Yeah.
Our website's going to be back online soon, and with there you're going to have all the information.
Okay. Cool. We'll put a link to that in the video description.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool. Well, thanks so much. It's really a privilege to come and see the boat and the shipyard, and really wish you all the best of luck with it.
Thank you.
And the whole team. And, you know, I know a lot of people have been involved, and it definitely takes a pretty big community to pull something like this off, as I know from my project as well.
Yes, absolutely. And I want to thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Also a big inspiration, your project. We've been
thanks.
following you obviously since we've run parallel paths in some senses.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very cool to see you here on your boat that you built and launched.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks, dude.
Wish you a good trip to England.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, maybe we'll be sailing with Seabus one day somewhere
That'd be
around
fun.
the world.
That'd be fun. Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
Right now we're in the sort of after deck house, I guess, and I think in here will be some accommodation for probably captain, maybe even passengers, and I think they're going to have a workshop stores in here as well. The forward deck house is going to be the galley. Of course, below decks is going to be almost all cargo storage. This hole is where the mizzenmast will go, I believe, but the other big hatches are for cargo to go in and out. And in the forepeak, they'll have crew bunks stacked up, and of course aft, down in the bilge, will be the engines, propulsion. But other than that, these two decks below me, or the deck below me in the bilge, I guess, will be all cargo space. To me, the thing that's really cool about this project is just seeing these skills being used and shared and taught, and this kind of big timber work being done. It's pretty rare to see these days, and they've done a beautiful job with the framing and with the deck structures. They've got this steel strapping to really strengthen it. They've got lots of nice joinery, half dovetails and so on. Of course, most of us, when we're working building boats, we're thinking on some level, a lot of us are anyway, about where that timber is coming from and if it's being replenished. And that's something I've talked about before, and something I would really love to look at more closely and maybe work on one day if I can. But with a project like this, it's very nice to see, to hear that they are planting trees. That's part of this project, is to actually be actively regenerating the material. And so, you know, if that is the case and those trees are growing protected, then, you know, I'd say, obviously, I really, really hope that this project comes to completion and the boat gets launched, and you know, I have faith that they'll get there. But even at this stage, I think it's a huge net positive that this has been done by by so many people who have come together and used skills, passed on skills, taught skills, and done this beautiful work here. And obviously, you know, I can hear many people, I'm sure, saying it's all well and good, but this kind of thing is never going to be able to replace global shipping. And of course, maybe that's true. Certainly the scale of global shipping is simply enormous. But that doesn't mean that this is worthless. You know, even if a little bit of cargo is transported like this, it's having a little positive impact, and it's promoting different ideas, and it's providing positive experiences for the people that interact with it in all sorts of different ways. And maybe it's inspiring other projects to do the same on different scales. But I think the model for this project of kind of aiming to be carbon neutral, aiming to involve the community around the build, aiming to use sustainable materials, aiming to make some positive impact on the world, and taking a risk while doing so is admirable. We left the sail cargo project with a complex mix of emotions. We were certainly really impressed by what had been done there. There's a little bit of sadness seeing the place so quiet right now, but a lot of excitement about what might be coming up. Of course, it also reminded me of different parts of the Tally-Ho project and the different challenges we faced. Now, I should make it clear that I don't have all the information about the sail cargo project, about what's been happening over the last few years, about what's coming up in the future, so I hope that everything I've said has been accurate, but I do want to say that I have nothing but respect and admiration for everybody who has been involved in all stages of the project. Now we are continuing to head south. We've got some tropical rainforests in our future, and then of course we're going to be heading to the Panama Canal, so that's all very exciting. But for now, thanks a lot for watching, and a massive thank you to everyone who has supported the Tally-Ho project. It does make a huge difference. It means we're able to keep on maintaining and sailing this boat, and it means we're able to keep on making these videos. So I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.